Hello everyone, this is Savage Elite 89, and what you see here is a clip where my friends and I, along with my brother, was able to beat survival on Insane with 1% left. And this was tough, but that was long ago, and I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the new Gears of War game for Xbox One titled Lazarus. Now, I did my research, and Lazarus means resurrection, revival, looking at you, Mr. Ra's al Ghul, and your Lazarus pit. But what does this mean for Gears? Does it mean a reboot for the entire story? Or perhaps a resurrection of Locust or Lambent? Or perhaps a sequel to Judgment to give it more like that Star Wars feeling, where we do the trilogy first and then work on the prequels? Or are we going to ditch the prequels for now and move on to episode 7, kind of like what Star Wars is doing next year, where Marcus and the gang fight a new threat? Or if this is a prequel, I would like to see what happens after the events of Rom Shadow, with Kim, Barrick, Ty, and young Jace, to kind of see where his training went. We could see secrets build up and see how Locusts were really created, hints from the Gears of War 2 era where you see Cyrus and that they were scientists or something during kind of researches on human beings or something, and it went wrong and they became sires. Or we could see what happened to Baird and why did he go from Mr. Nice Guy in Judgment to being a total dick in Gears 1. More secrets on Queen Mira. I've been looking at tweets from a whole bunch of people talking about Gears of War and Black Tuck Studios, and that there will be a beta for this game. So we're more than likely looking at a late 2015, early 2016 launch window, and we will have a CGI trailer at E3 this June for Gears of War Lazarus. I don't know if Lazarus is the official name for the game. It could be like a code, so that way the real name doesn't get out there. But if it is Gears of War Lazarus, it could be pretty sick. I'm not 100% confident, but I'm pretty sure hearing that name somewhere in the books or something like that. So it could be a point on the entire map of Gears of War, like on the map Sarah, the world Sarah I meant. And that's probably where they went to hold down a position or something. So I don't know. But yeah, more's coming in, and let me know what you guys think below in the comments. And if you love Gears of War, make sure you subscribe and add me on Xbox, Savage Elite 89. And hopefully, since there's a Mass Effect collection, where 1, 2, and 3 of Mass Effect come into Xbox One with updated graphics, let's hope they do the same thing for Gears 1, 2, and 3. That'd be pretty sick, with whole dedicated servers and new achievements and updated graphics and dedicated servers. Did I say that? I don't know. But dedicated servers is one big thing for Gears 1. That Gears 1, I believe, in my opinion, was the best overall multiplayer experience-wise, but you kept lagging out, kept dropping out. But the fact that you could choose what team you want to be on, and you could choose if you want to be a Coglo because it wasn't randomized. Gears of War 2 had the best campaign, in my opinion, and it had the best overall experience. Like, you can rank up, and when you first got the game, there's only 5 ranks, and it was like true skill. You had to be a beast to get level 3 or above, to 4 or 5, And then it came out with the rank system, whereas just all you have to do is play for a long time. You get level 100, people call you a no-life. Yeah, so it's kind of like that. But Gears 2 had the best overall experience, except for the lag and the rage quitters and the glitching out of the map and the hacking and all that crap. But Gears 3 was really settled. It had a great campaign, it was an alright campaign. The fact that Dom died and whatever, it was pretty sad and everything. And Gears 3 had overall the best multiplayer experience though, except for the Retro Lancer and the sawed-off shotgun. Take those two, Gears 3 would have been perfect. Let's see. And Gears of War Judgment was just complete trash. I'm sorry, but it was. This whole survival thing was just none. So I really hope that Black Tuck Studios, with the help of Rod Ferguson, can get to and complete Gears of War Lazarus and make it feel like Gears 1 and 2 and 3, like all wrapped in together like a fucking tortilla. Make this shit sexy as hell. But what I want to talk to you guys about right now, in my opinion, this is totally irrelevant to Gears of War Lazarus, but it's talking about Gears of War Judgment. Alright, you know when Gears of War 3 was right around the corner, it was about to launch in April of 2011, and they pushed it back for September, and they promised the beta? Why couldn't they do that to Judgment? Honestly, why couldn't they have been like, alright, you know what guys, the demo we gave you with Overrun with the one map and whatever, that was the beta, and we're taking it back right now. We're gonna push it back for 6 months, and we're gonna release it with Xbox One for launch date. You know, that would have outsold PlayStation 4 without opinion, without a doubt in my mind. You know, it would have outsold if they would have polished it more, add more maps, made the mechanics back to where Gears 3 was. You know, and change the whole button layout and everything, and just redo it and everything, and make the campaign more lengthy. Then launch it on Xbox One as a launch date, as a launch exclusive, whatever, like day one. You know, no doubt in my mind, Gears would have helped Xbox One sold more than PlayStation 4. Alright guys, that's all I have. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more Gears of War and more awesome content. I'm Savage Elite. Peace.